Welcome to the Temple of Flame. On today, Faithful Acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is from San Diablo. So is that like Saint Diablo? That's really funny. Oh, neat. We have the spicy Inferno itty bitty churros. Now, I'm not a big churro guy, but I did see this. Front and center. The old habanero cinnamon bits. And I don't know what to make of this. But I couldn't not get it. Habanero cinnamon, I think, is going to be kind of interesting. As usual stuff here. Habanero pepper, of course, is dead last. So we'll see how in Inferno these actually are. But let's crack it open here and have a look. And I got some chopsticks here to kind of go through these. I get sugar all over my fingers. Oh my, look at this. You know what this looks like? It looks like Kix. It looks like the breakfast cereal Kix. All right, maybe we'll just do this first. This is gonna take a month of Sundays to try to do with the chopsticks. I think we might. Let me grab a spoon here real quick. We'll save the chopsticks for another day, and this way you can kind of see the churros here. I don't see anything that looks like peppers, so boy, do I want to do it like this. Heaven sent, wicked good. Cute. I almost wonder if I should get a Yeah, they won't fit in that like that. All right, we'll figure it out. All right, let's take a crack at this. They're crunchy, but they're super flaky. Very subtle back end of having. Oh, that's nice. Oh. This reminds me of some of the challenge products I've had, actually. Just the way it's kind of orchestrated here. They're quite good. I think this is like $3 or $4 for all what you see before you hear and what I've already eaten. There's a slight bit of greasiness to it, like you might have in a churro normally. Wow. This works surprisingly well from a flavor standpoint. Slightly dusty. I'm pretty sure this is a habanero powder, though. There is a good amount of it. I can actually feel the habanero more than I get the flavor. That is really wild. These are a very surprising snack. I like these. I'd never heard them before. I saw them randomly in a grocery store. Yeah, they're wild. I'm going to give them a legit one. And I feel like the blend of cinnamon, sugar, and habanero is extremely effective here. This works really well. In fact, I think it would be really interesting to get a bag of these, crush this up, maybe put it on top of the crust for like an apple pie. That would be tremendous. Oh, I'm not a big churro fan. If you're a regular watcher of this content, you know I'm not a big cinnamon fan either. But I will say this snack is utterly fantastic. Live your best churro life. You damn Skippy. Those were excellent. The habanero cinnamon sugar. I see cinnamon suggested that it's hot a lot of the time. I don't think that is the case. You know, Red Hots and cinnamon candies and bullshit like that. This one, actually, these have a very nice sort of warm glow to my mouth from the habaneros. This was fantastic. What an excellent snack. If you like churros, you're a chili head who likes churros, this is a good one to look for. I don't know for sure where you can get these. I don't know if they have a website. Imagine they do. Everybody's got a website. Yeah, SanDiabloChurros.com. Super, super good. Like, they're, I think, a pretty appropriate spice level. I think any more and it would have intruded on the taste. Flavor is really good. A near perfect balance of cinnamon, sugar, and habanero. Nice degree of heat to these. And the texture of these is not like a regular chewy churro. This is more like a churro. Are they calling it? It's more like a churro puff. They're calling them actually churro bits. It's think of a churro puff, and that's more what this is. Yeah, these are really nice. So 2.5 ounces for $3 or $4. A tad pricey, if I'm being honest, but I really like what they came up with here, and this is very nice for a just kind of occasional snack. I'm putting this out on the Dia de los Muertos, or Muerte, whatever the pronunciation is, the Day of the Dead, because I think, you know, churros are sort of tend to be suggested anyway that they're a Mexican style dessert, and certainly the cinnamon sugar is sort of like the horchata flavor, and we've got habaneros in there as well, so I don't know if that's where they're aiming this or not, and I don't know, honestly I don't know enough about their tradition, but I think it's like a festival, I think it's like a party, I think they have like snacks and treats and stuff like that, I think. If I'm wrong, and then apologize. I don't mean any disrespect, but I thought this would fit in kind of nicely with that whole theme. So, but all in all, it's just a really fun snack that I came across kind of randomly, and I wanted to get that out there. Again, 2025, I've said it in other videos, and I think it is, to me, seeming a lot like this is a step down from Super Hots, but this is kind of the year they have in Euro, and this product is one that I found within that year, just kind of bolstering that idea. And but really, really good. If you like churros and spicy in your chili head, you'll dig these. These are really, really cool. I am not particularly a fan of churros or cinnamon in general, and I thought these were excellent. So what else can I say? Good, solid, legit one for heat. And this is one of those few things I have in this series that I can't think of a way to improve it. Actually, I guess I can. I would like the churros to be slightly larger than Kix's breakfast cereal, but very minor quibble. So, yeah, we'll just leave it right there. That was the San Diablo Spicy Inferno Itty Bitty Churros. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.